Hello again. This is the third time I've tried this. I'm not doing very well today. It is the morning and it's not my good time. But I decided to do it because I'm a bit excited at the event that are happening today, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm sure some of you are Jewish and we have Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a time of Jewish festival of light when they rededicate the temple in Jerusalem. It's a very important time. It's a fun time. More of a Christmas, really, I think. It's a Jewish Christmas, I guess. And this is the Menorah. I got them out yesterday, and I thought it was quite an odd thing to do because it's about a week early for me. I put them on the window so they all light up. They're very pretty at night. I expect you've seen them, but it is called a menorah. It's an actual Jewish symbol of their, they have the 7 candlesticks and they light them. And it's a lovely time of year. But I thought it was rather strange that I should put them up last night, and I didn't realise. Well, I have heard of Hanukkah, but I didn't realise when the dates were. And so this morning I had a little visit from my friend Jeshua. I was feeling a bit down, and I just felt his presence around, and I had this feeling. I thought, oh, Hanukkah. And of course he's Jewish. Well, he was Jewish. And so in those days, 2,000 years ago, it was a big festival. He would have been celebrating Hanukkah. I would have been celebrating Hanukkah with him and his family and the tribe, my friends, and all of us would have been celebrating, all of us that were Jewish. And I expect some of you are as well. Maybe you don't realise you are. But this is an important time, of this festival and celebration. But like Passover is a different thing. I love the Jewish festivals. They're so interesting and so in tune with everything, They love family, and this is why I feel so lonely, I think. I miss my family. I must have had a big Jewish family. They're very close Jewish people, very close families, so I miss them. And so it's nice to have that little visit and to sort of realise I got that out last night, which is the first day of Hanukkah, the Jewish celebration. It lasts about a week, actually. And it was nice to visit from Jeshua as well, because he's doing some really good shorts on YouTube, Just look, I love those shorts. I wish I could do them. They'd suit me because they'd be quick. I wouldn't have to go through all the performance and put in makeup. So he's done some very good shorts, and I don't know how they get the image, but the image of him, I would imagine, is just how he is now. Not when he was Jewish, because he was dark then, of course, dark hair, dark skin, Jewish, but the image they've created now, I don't know how they do it. It's a brilliant picture, lovely picture. And he does his little short, just very short sentence, and the one he did yesterday I thought was rather sweet. He said, when life is a puzzle, the piece you're looking for is peace. Isn't that lovely? That's so clever. He's so clever with words. I mean, in the Bible, I'm not a Christian, and he says that he's not a Christian. Well, of course he's not. Christianity came about afterwards. He's no religion. None of us are really any religion. We tend not to rely on the religion, although it's nice to have some of the truths of religion, where it's all carry the same truth, don't they? It's love and kindness and all that. So he gives his little shorts, and he said he's not Christian, which will upset a lot of people, I imagine. He says you're the God is within you, that's what he was teaching us all those thousands of years ago. We tend to forget that. He said, don't worship me. He says you're the ones that have God within you. Isn't that lovely? So I'm quite into him today. Oh dear, I don't know about you having Christmas. I expect some of you have. I think it's a family and it's for children, isn't it? And I probably won't have a Christmas. I didn't have Christmas last year. I decided not to bother because I can't lift a Christmas tree in and out. I used to always have a Christmas tree, and I don't anymore. So, and the food and stuff. In fact, I felt a bit sad. The lady opposite, she knocked on my door. Well, she did. And I waved out to her, and we had a little chat. And she said, "How are you?" And I didn't know her very well actually. And I explained to her that I'm not well. And should I could arrange a free Christmas dinner for you from the local community. Oh. I'm not sure I've told you this anyway, so I've got a free Christmas dinner coming. I have told you this. So I don't know, I was going to do a video about the Christmases past. I've had 40 on my own now, more. I've had 40 Christmases since I left my husband, and about 5 of them have been with somebody, and they've been pretty disastrous. I thought I'd probably include a couple of them, save doing another video later on. The first Christmas, and they are pretty disastrous, so it's not a negative thing, it's just that Christmas is hard for most people, I think. And when you're on your own, you know, I've stopped doing it now, but I tend to scrabble around and try and find somebody to spend Christmas Day with, and it's never satisfactory. The first Christmas I left my husband, my daughter decided to stay with him. That's okay, I'm not going into that. But they arrived, I had a friend, well he wasn't a friend actually, somebody I met at the Franciscan Friary. Franciscan Friary. I went to stay there for a little retreat, and he was the gardener. We know what I'm like, and we chatted together. I chatted him up, and we had a lovely chat together. I said, "What are we doing for Christmas?" I do this, you see, hoping that somebody would want to come to be with me. And he said, "Oh, fine." So we arranged that he was going to come and stay with me at Christmas time. We turned up smelling of drink. I thought, oh no, I've done it again. I tend to do this, pick the wrong people. And I was living in a very basic ground floor flat with students above. It was cold and it was such a disaster, really. We watched the film in the evening and I was a bit apprehensive. I could feel that he was hoping. And he said, give this message out, give this image out. And I think I'm quite innocent, but men misinterpret it. He thought I was asking him out to sleep with him. I suddenly had this thought I had to be a bit careful, you know. So I only had the one bedroom, of course, there was the ground floor flat. So I've got a duvet and gave him the duvet and said he could sleep on the settee. And and in the morning I found he'd gone. He left. I opened my sideboard cupboard and there was all the drink bottles were empty. I think there was a creme de menthe. I used to have drink in those days, I don't know. Nice stuff, you know, not beer, but, you know, sherries and ports and all that. Those were the days. And they'd all emptied, and he'd gone. I don't know how he got home, because it was Christmas Day. I mean, there were no buses or trains or whatever. I don't know how he got home. But that was one of the Christmases that was a really, I gave my best. But of course it was difficult, because my husband and daughter, they came to visit in the morning, and the Christmas morning. No, the day before, that's right, because we've got to get this right, haven't we? I don't know. Anyway, they came to visit and he had to sit in the back room while they were with me. It was all a mess. I should have left it, really. Another Christmas, I just find some peculiar. I suppose I'm desperate. I've been desperate, and it's not good to be desperate, because it's best to be on your own, not to be desperate, because you get the wrong people. I think there's a saying, isn't it? Better to be on your own than with the wrong company, and that's so true. I met this girl. I don't know where I found her, and she came up to stay with me in the lodge, the haunted lodge. And she came to stay, and I thought I was going to have a Christmas lunch. She brought with her yogurt and fruit. She wanted well, it wasn't a Christmas lunch, and we didn't get on at all. It was awful, absolutely awful. And she asked me to go back down with her to where she was staying. I said, no, I'm rather not bothered. So I had some really, I suppose the best one I had was my daughter. Oh, I was going to tell you about the Vienna. Should I tell you about the Viennese Christmas? Yeah, I could tell you about that. That would cheer everybody up. I decided to take my daughter to Vienna for Christmas. Her dad had just got remarried and she was feeling very down, so I thought we'll have a holiday in Vienna. I've never been to Vienna, and I love the thought of it because it's, you know, Austria. So anyway, we had this holiday. We were both too ill to go. She'd gone down with the flu. I had this ME thing. We had no energy, but we hadn't got the heart to cancel it. So we decided to go. She drove her little car all the way to the airport. I forget what it was. And we had this plane ride to Vienna. It was very beautiful actually, because they were playing carols. It was very beautiful. It was a lovely time. And we got to the hotel, which really wasn't very nice either, because they were on my air miles. It was it was so very cold, you see. We weren't dressed for the occasion, neither of us. I just had an ordinary coat on. I don't think my daughter had much at all. I didn't realise as a student she was very hard up and she really wasn't dressed warm enough, but the market was very special. The Christmas market was a sight to behold, and we did have a wonderful time, we did. I mean, it was all these magical gingerbreads and lights, and you wouldn't get it in this country, you wouldn't. Germany was, or Austria especially for that. And I can remember there was a bowl of sweets sitting on one of the counters, and I started to help myself until somebody said they're mine. So we had this wonderful time. We had a ride in a carriage, one of the clip-clop around the streets, the cobbled streets. Saw Mozart's house where Mozart lived. It was very, very cold. The Siberian wind was blowing in, you see, and I don't think I've ever been so cold. I'm always cold, aren't I? Places I've lived in has been cold. But anyway, we went out to the Fleishmarket for noodle? No, the Viennese veal and schnappers, I think it's called. Veal, cooked tea by the Danube. So it was quite a romantic time, really. I'm not quite sure we got on terribly well, though, because she was unhappy about her dad and stuff, you know. But it was quite expensive. But she found a boyfriend. We had our breakfast, and she wanted to go off to see the House of Freud, because she's into that sort of thing. And I didn't mind wandering off on my own, and off she went. And she apparently got chatting to this young man. So she had a good time. She found a boyfriend. And I had to make do with my own company, you know, was not America gone on my own. Anyway, it was quite a nice holiday, and I shall always remember it, because having to have Christmas in Vienna, that was very special. So anyway, I've got a few more Christmas stories, but I'm not quite sure that I haven't got time today anyway. I'm not feeling too bright today. I don't know whether you're picking it up. I don't know what's happening to me. I think it's all these changes. You know, there's a lot going on, and I've just had to spend a lot of money on my car, which has depressed me no end. And this is perhaps not a good time to do a video, but I wanted to share that Hanukkah because it's a very important time. And if there are any Jewish people out there that I talk to, I just wanted to share it with them. You know, so happy Hanukkah. Take care, dear ones. God bless.